What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is David Hanlon, aka the Laptop Legend, and today day trading I made $8,779.03. Now there were a lot of opportunities today. I actually would have made over $9,000. I did make over $9,000 day trading, but I had to cut a few bags on my swing trades, which was like $450 in losses. So overall I ended up there on the day, but wow, we've seriously got some momentum back. Like I said yesterday, it feels like the market is heating up. Today proved that it really is, and if you guys are not taking advantage of this, you're missing out because there is some serious potential to profit. I mean, I literally made like $3,000 or $4,000 in the first like 5 minutes of the day. It was absolutely insane, and the biggest watch from yesterday was absolutely crazy at open. So I just want to talk about kind of how I made that money today, and then talk about what I'm expecting tomorrow, what stocks you guys need to be watching to make sure that you're not missing anything. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So without further ado, let's dive into my laptop so that I can show you guys these charts. Please smash the like button on the video, drop a comment if you feel like it, and subscribe if you haven't already. All right, let's do it. All right guys, so I'm here on my laptop, and this is the chart for TPTW, and this is again the #1 watch that I had from yesterday. And after actually looking into the news for this, I realized that it probably had more potential to spike on day 2 than I originally realized when I made the video, which kind of stinks, but I did put that in the pinned comment of yesterday's video. So basically, it was talking about like a huge, ridiculous contract, you know, like a multi-billion-dollar contract. They put out another PR today talking about the update for that. So I mean, it was pretty much a guarantee this thing was going to run. And I actually was a little bit late to the chase, but it did pretty much the most normal of these scenarios. So on day 2 of these runners, it had like a small gap up, started selling off, but bounced before the red-green level. Sometimes they bounce right at the red-green level, but in this case, I mean, it had 2 small red candles. You can see, maybe that was just one small red candle. Yeah, it was just one small red candle, since that was in pre-market. So really just one small red candle. It just absolutely started ripping through there. And I actually got some bad entries on this. I didn't start buying until, I think, what was it? Let's see. Yeah, so I didn't start actually buying. My first fills, I got 100,000 shares from 477. So like right here. I started buying here. That's where I first got filled. Then I kept adding up in here in the 5.2s, etc. If I'd gotten more, I could have been more aggressive on this. Honestly, I should have been more aggressive. I could have made even more in this first rip. But by the time this thing was up here, man, I'd already made a pretty penny in the first few minutes. So pretty epic. And that was the best run on the day, man, for sure. And after that, you know, there were some nice bounces, but it got a little bit choppy on the backside. It really did. And this one was just a little bit frustrating later on for a lot of people. But when I have a stock like this, usually the best rip of the day is the first one. So I'm usually more aggressive in my sizing, and then later on I'll be less aggressive. I'll try to buy on dips. I won't chase as much into breakouts. And you know, because of that, I was able to retain my profits pretty well. So tomorrow, what do I expect on this? Well, based on the chart, guys, it feels like it's perfectly holding a downtrend line. I mean, I could draw that right here just so you guys can see. I mean, it can't break over this at all. You know, I guess depending on where it is, it might be a little tighter than that. But I mean, it just got stuffed every single time it came up into that area. So tomorrow, honestly, if I had to guess, the best play on this is going to be a panic dip buy at open, where this thing breaks down under this level, under the 4-5 area. Maybe it gaps down, maybe not, and potentially, you know, just has a big panic off of that. You know, I would look to dip buy it potentially around previous support areas. Shoot, wait, I don't want that. Undo, give me my cursor. So potentially previous support areas. I don't know if it'll bounce off of 3.7. You know, there's some consolidation here, and that's where this day finished. So that's a potential dip buy area around 3.7. I'll be watching the level 2 very carefully around that area. And, you know, potentially, yeah, I mean, if I had to guess, that would be the most likely scenario. Maybe a panic from 4.5 to 3.7. Something like that, maybe bounce back up to 4.2 or something like that. I don't know. And then just kind of fade off the rest of the day. I don't expect this to have a green day tomorrow. Personally, I expect a red day, but you never know. Maybe they put out another PR that causes it to run, or some type of tweet or something like that. So we'll just see what happens on this one. But best play, in my opinion, safest play on day 3 is going to be a panic dip buy. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. The real play that I'm going to be watching in tomorrow, the #1 play is going to be LCLP, guys. And wow. This one was another beautiful rip. right at open. And luckily it was a couple minutes delayed, but they still happened pretty much around the same time. And it also held a beautiful uptrend all day. I didn't really get to take advantage of this at all, but I did make some nice money on this rip here. And this is a former runner, guys. This is one of those former insane runners, 2,000% a day. You know, this one day right here kind of faded off, but did find some nice basing in here. Today they announced they completed their acquisition of the Belfrics platform, which is like some cryptocurrency platform to my knowledge. And because of that, you know, it spiked up a lot. Now this volume is not nearly as much as it was on this day, but it's pretty close, and it was really, really strong all day long, honestly. I mean, it was really strong all day long. That's all I could say. Closed right at the highs, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. Potentially, it does a similar thing to what TPTW did. You know, maybe we get a gap up and you know, a little bit of a dip, and then a rip through the all-time highs, which again are those, you know, that 6.2 level. That's the level to watch, 6.2. So I'll be watching that level. Maybe it gaps up to, you know, 5.4, dips down to 5.2, and then rips through 6.2 and goes straight to 6.7 or straight to 7. I don't know. It could do that. The other possibility, you know, maybe it has a little just panic dip by right it up, but I'm not really sure. But I'm just going to be watching level 2, watching time and sales, as always, reacting to whatever the stock does, because it's impossible to say with 100% certainty the day before what it's going to do. But if this wants to go have a panic down to 4 cents and then bounce, I'll be ready to buy it. You know, whatever it wants to do, I will be there waiting. But this is probably my #1 watch for tomorrow, just because of, you know, the potential to continue spiking. So there's that. We had OZSC, which did its typical OZSC day 2, where, you know, the first day it spikes up nicely. Second day spikes up a little higher and then fades, goes right on the day and just dies. So, you know, it ended up being pretty lame by the end of that, but maybe they put out some more PRs. I hear there are more PRs coming, but I mean, this is just so incredibly typical. You know, you get these, I mean, that's another one. That's the last time that happened. You know, first big green day, another big green day, and then it wicked hard and came back down. I mean, this is literally the exact same, like it does this over and over again. You know, this is a rare exception where it has a second green day after that, but there's so many times where, like, you know, it'll just wick hard, man. So I don't know. I mean, there was a lot of volume today. There was a good amount of volume, so maybe it can keep going. Maybe it has another run. I don't know, guys. I mean, I'll keep it on the watch list. You never know. RGBP is one that kept ripping. I actually really wasn't paying attention to this today, but oh my gosh, that's coming in towards those highs. That's actually really impressive, bro. Oh my God. I'm really impressed by this stock. Yo, this could actually break those highs. There's gonna be a lot of bag holders from these couple of days that are gonna be freed just from holding a couple months. That's so crazy. Yeah, that's crazy, guys. If we can get another big green, if we can get another big green day and rip past those highs, that would be so insane. This is definitely higher on my watch than I realized. Yeah, got to keep a close eye on that. ILUS, this one did not have an explosive green day. In fact, it pretty much just failed, but it was consolidating somewhat nicely. So I don't know. I mean, I would have liked this to go a little bit higher and at least test like 12s before it went red. So based on that, you know, we might have another red day after this, but it was holding it, I would say, somewhat decently intraday. Like, it wasn't horrible. So we'll see if it can hold 10 cents, hold that, you know, kind of 10.5 area that it bounced off of like 4 times. If it can't, it's probably not a good sign, but if it can, then I might try to pick up some shares for a push over like 12.5. We'll see what happens. Anything else super exciting? Yes, BRBL. This is one that ran like two days ago. Yeah, I think I talked about it in the video 2 days ago. You can see it ran 2 days ago, and then yesterday it just faded off, but today it randomly spiked up again. I made some decent money on this. Did run into those resistances though, so I mean, it makes sense they would fail right here, literally right where this one failed. Kind of wild. Technical analysis works, guys. It really does. So I'm gonna be watching this, and yeah, I mean, those are kind of the main watches, I would say. Still scalping TCHY like always. HPIL did spike up a little bit. You know, had this random spike here. I didn't trade that one too much, honestly. I didn't trade it at all, but we had some people calling out in chat with, you know, with the breaking news play, so I think some people were able to get in on it. And then, of course, I got to call out MITI, just because I added like 70,000 more shares today. It's going to be juicy, guys. It's going to be juicy. I think this might be the biggest trade of my career. I'm not even talking about the investment, just the part that I have in my E-Trade. I'm holding 200,000 shares for a long time, no matter what. But I've got some more shares in my E-Trade, so if this thing goes on a nice run, when we get the new clinics opening in the next, I think the first one, or I get the second of the clinics, I think it opens in like within a week or something like that. I could be wrong on that, but you know, I'm expecting this thing to be juicy. It will break these 60-cent highs at some point, so if I can hold all my shares and potentially lock them all in on one day, I might have like a crazy day, bro. I might have like a 30K day or something. We'll see. I don't want to jinx it, but could be epic. So we'll see what happens there. I'm not gonna get greedy, but I love this stock, love this company, love the management, love everything about it. So definitely my favorite. If you haven't seen my other MITI videos, definitely go watch them. I made probably like 5 videos dedicated solely to MITI. So if you just look up the ticker, the laptop legend, as in the ticker MITI, the laptop legend, you'll find it. So yeah, I think that's it, guys. There were some listed stocks running today, but I didn't really touch them. Honestly, I didn't really touch them. Shout out to Bob though, big shout out to Bob. We had Bob live on the mic today in the Discord during pre-market. He's been killing it, making a couple thousand every single morning in pre-market, and he was live because I don't get on till market opens, so he was there like 6:30 a.m. So shout out to Bob, appreciate you, bro. I'm sure a lot of people in the Discord did as well. Very helpful to have someone on there in those early hours. So yeah, that's pretty much it. As a reminder, if you are not signed up for the Discord yet, you might want to wait at this point. If you think you can make $25 in 3 days, that's great. If not, then I would wait until the next month's cycles, because you get billed the day you sign up and then every other first of the month. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully tomorrow's another killer day. Finish out the week strong. And yeah, let's grow better together.